seen one chart and I really loved it. It was a chart of different animals and their efficiency in movement. Men are below average, but when we sit on a bicycle, we are on top of this list.
Cycling really means different things around the world. Here in Europe, it's really a means of transportation and it's a value within the societies. On the other hand, in the US, it's really more for leisure time and physical exercise. When I look into Asia, Shanghai is a good example of a big town that has cycling infrastructure where now adults start also commuting, and then you see that kids really enjoy riding their bikes. Here in Vienna, we really use the bike to come to work. It's even for kids to go to school.
It's the first toy the kids have where they can actually increase their horizons.
It's joy, it's freedom, it's fun, it's so many positive things in it. And I think this sticks, this burns into your memory and lasts forever. When I became father for the first time, I asked myself what bike my kid will ride one day. And I started researching and it was shocking. And I knew this can be done better. Actually, the name Woom came from my son. He was very little and he played with a toy car and he made like Woom, Woom, Woom. And I thought, hey, Woom is a really nice name for a company. So I started drawing and I designed better children's bikes that are more lightweight, that fit children better and that are generally made for children of the right size. Together we decided, why not? Let's do this at least for our children.
Our kids were very little. They were our prototype testers. They've seen the garage.
Friends came, neighbors came, and everyone wanted bikes.
And that's when we realized immediately we can have a vision of making millions of kids love to ride their bikes to make the world a better place.
It's a good question why no one did this before. We are happy that no one did this before, so we could do it, but it was neglected by the industry.
We sell currently 400,000 bikes a year, which means over the course of the 13 years we are in, we have sold more than 2 million bikes. Bikes, you could say it's a sum of components, it's a wheel, it's a pedals, but it is much, much more.
Our brand actually really offers a whole childhood journey. So that starts as young as 9 months now with our new Woom Wow that teaches kids very young in an intuitive way in terms of motor skills and play into movement. We offer balance bikes. It's easy to learn and it's a way better tool than training wheels have ever been. For the older kids, we have our Woom Explorer line that really are for daily life, going to school, but also meeting friends and cycling around for fun. And then as kids grow older and are more enthusiastic about off-road, we have mountain bikes that actually invite kids into riding trails or going downhill, uphill.
So when we develop our product portfolio, it's really centered in the user-centric design. For my youngest bike, which is now 9 months, this is a hugely different challenge in the Woom Wow to develop a highly innovative, meaningful product to enable those youngest kids to experience riding. And often we're dealing with kids who can't yet talk. So for us, the best ideas come from the playground, not the meeting room. The green brake lever is an insight whereby you can observe parents running around shouting at their kids, "Stop, pull the brake," but pulling a brake doesn't actually mean anything to the littlest kids. So for us, we put a colour highlight on there, which is a much easier instruction for the kids to understand, and it's ultimately then safer.
Good bicycle is the sum of a lot of good details that fit together. It's a composition. And you have to do this composition right, and you have to understand what children need when they start to learn.
In the US, 75% of parents still believe that training wheels is the right way to learn how to ride a bike. And Woom doesn't offer that. And that's a real true challenge that we face. And so there actually our task is to re-educate the market that training wheels are a thing of the past really, because the balance bike teaches kids how to balance and actually gives them the first pieces of confidence needed to trust their own skills. So once they have their pedal bike, they actually ride away in just a few minutes. And that's what we call the magic moment.
At Woom, we always try to push the limits in regards to design, but also in regards to engineering works. It's something which drives our whole organization. And I think this is why kids and their parents like to purchase Woom bikes.
We love it.
I love it,
Every
yeah.
time you see a kid with a helmet on or with a Woom bike, you want to stop and you want to congratulate them on the choice of the bike. You love it. You love it.
If it's not a Woom, I still get a little bit crocky. But this is the secret.
Talking with parents, there is one topic which comes up regularly. This is that mobile and social media has taken over children's life.
I think today it's so essential to actually support getting kids outside and into movement, because actually research has shown in the US that only 1 out of 4 children move for 60 minutes a day. And that's really not a lot.
And for us, we want to be the opposite. We want that kids go outside, that they go on the playground, that they have fun, that they get their independence.
What does bike riding mean to you?
Freedom, speed, freedom and adventure.
The positive feedback I get, not only about the bike, but also about the happiness of the child, it makes me extremely proud to work for a company which is able to fulfill dreams.
Growing up in a small town in Northern Ireland, my bike was my world. It was my escape, adventure, freedom, friendships, and really broadening your horizon.
What's been very special is that when we started Woom, we actually started this for our kids.
That's made me feel really proud. And I think my children are also very proud. Sometimes they don't want to show it, but that's how children are.
When you really get hooked and you have that emotional connection to the bike and you see what it can do for you in terms of confidence and freedom in life, it really matters and makes a difference. And this mission to really inspire millions of kids worldwide, that's universal.